delegates.
Good evening.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
This is we are concluding our outreach program, which has started from Delhi, Aligarh, Dehradun, and now ending in Srinagar. So I thank all my participants and esteemed delegates who cooperated every time in all respects. I'm very thankful to all of you in all respects. So this time let me now conclude and invite the participants for final presentation and action plan. So let me call Mr. Suragno to present his presentation and give him a big hand, please.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and namaste.
Namaste.
First slide, I would like to thank to Prosper, to Mr. Sunil, to Dr. Mansur, to Sumit, to Ibu Asa, and all staff of Prosper who have been facilitating us to conduct outreach program in India for 1 month. I would like to also thank to the Ministry of Religious Affairs that give us funding to realize these programs. Tonight, I myself very happy to see that we have been almost finish our program here, and we have a lot of experience, we have a lot of inspiration, and more importantly, we have a lot of friends here in India. Thank you for participating. I would like to present my action plan. The title of my action plan, Santriwati, Women Productivity and Entrepreneurship. Action plan based on lessons from India's goods and was the warriors. Previously, before joining the outreach programs, I proposed to the Ministry of Religious Affairs about the Santriwati, the student, a woman student of Islamic boarding school. But it was focused on gender equality and women empowerment in general. So after getting many lessons in our outreach program, I'm trying to modify. What focus on women productivity and was the entrepreneurship. And of course, it is based on our lessons here from the goods and was the warriors during our program. I will divide my presentation into 3 sessions. First is about background, why I am proposing this action plan. The second is the lesson from India, what we have been obtaining, what we've been gaining during our programs, what is the inspiration, what is the experience that led me to propose this topic. And the third is about my action plans in detail. Okay, let me first to begin our presentation with the background. So, the first is about the problem of women productivity in Indonesia. Until 2013, unemployment remains high, and we have 70% of 300 million unemployment, and it is the second rank in the Southeast Asia. The first, I think, is the Philippines. And from 7% of unemployment, 21 million unemployed, 60%, around 60% are women, and from 12.6 million of unemployed women, 70% are unskilled and didn't go for university. And it's about 8.8 million. And in practical level, in social levels, women unproductivity leads somehow to many impacts, such as gender inequality, explosion of unskilled migrant workers, and also domestic violence, especially for those who are married. We can also reflect here, Mr. Sunil and Dr. Yeto, among 13 participants of outreach program, only 2 women. It reflects that women unproductivity in Indonesia is still low, and we must be increasing. Maybe next year women must be equal. Yeah, 13 women, 7, 8, 6, and then the men 7. So from our for the delegates, it reflects about women and productivity in Indonesia. Okay, and then second one is about Santriwati in Indonesia. The Ministry of Religious Affairs website show that there are about 10 million Santriwati in the level of senior high school. And from this 10 millions, 70% of Santriwati, they study in Islamic school or the Madrasah Aliyah. And 20% they study in conventional school, SMK or SMK. And then the rest 10% they study in general school, the senior high school, secular senior high school. And from 10 millions of Santriwati, the data show only 20% go for university. So the rest 80% they stop their study. They didn't go. They don't go to the university. So from the data, there are about 8 million of Santriwati who are unskilled and they have no job training because they study not in vocational school but in the madrasah, which is they study only religious. They study only Islamic teaching. And after they don't go for university, what the Santriwati do, mostly they get married and also become household wife, or maybe some become also worker in Indonesia or go abroad as migrant worker, but with unskilled and have no job training, so what actually they can do. So this is the source, okay? And the second reason why I chose the topic about women productivity related to was the principle is about the problem of waste in Indonesia. We can say that similar to India, from the presentation in Dehradun, Indonesia also has problem of waste. Household waste generates
At visiting, I tend to initiate the community to have specific skills, like the home industry case. I took this
percent glass, 1% metal, 2% plastic, 3% paper, 2%, and non-recyclables, 24%. And this is the data in 2013. So, however, lifestyle change due to the economic growth and also fast rates of urbanization. Many people are coming to Jakarta, to Surabaya, to other big cities. So Indonesia has resulted in per capita waste generations increasing about 1.3 per year. So there will have significant impact in terms of the land required for disposing waste as well as on methane emissions. So the waste, of course, increasing lead to many problems, not only about the place for disposing and also the methane emission, all related to harm. So, okay, the next is, sorry. After joining outreach program in Indonesia, I myself feel very lucky here, very fortunate to have experience, to have source of information, source of inspiration here during our programs. So I propose to case in India, Ghosh and was the warrior that very influenced to my next proposals about action plan. First is lesson from Ghosh. When we were visiting Ghosh in New Delhi, we met Miss Anamika, but from her enlightening explanation, we know that Ghosh started in 1998 by Anshu Gupta, who was at that time student of Delhi University. How can we imagine this? He was very young at that time, but he has brilliant idea about how to solve social problems in Delhi especially. Ghosh initially informed women on second clothing for work. Miss Anamika told us the story about how Anshu Gupta felt very touching after watching women in the street. They have not enough clothes. Not enough thick clothes, especially when the winter comes, so they will very cold and some get disease because of this. And yes, we were very touching also at the time when Miss Anamika said, "Oh, Anshu Gupta was crying to see, in some cases, women, mostly they also work as a kremasi kremasi mayat, Ibu. They deliver the dead person with small packets, and during winter when the weather is cold, they sometimes huge, to get warm. So it was really touching to see this, and for this story that Anshu Gupta, student of Delhi University, try to think how to at least minimize this at the first time. So he just focused on how he can recruit and empower women, especially to get enough thick clothes for works and for the everyday life. Okay. So nowadays Ghosh have more than 400 women workers, and not only focus on clothing but also all kind of dry wash to reduce and recycle. After this visit, I checked into YouTube and many interviews with Anshu Gupta about his success story, and it was really inspiring. It was really inspiring me after this. And Ghosh products distribute freely for the needy, both individual and citizen, while the rest, especially handicraft, also sells in the Ghosh showroom. The second one was the warriors. When we visited Kanji project, I was also very I was impressed on what has been doing by Jody Underhill. Jody, in the presentation, explained us that in 2009, she from the UK came to India as a tourist, and she and friends then founded Was the Warriors by voluntarily taking rubbish in Himalayan mountain and asked visitors to throw it in the garbage. She saw us very video about this. Oh, she and her friends taking rubbish and then also asked visitors to throw in the garbage. And she strongly holds the slogan, lead by example. And she successfully providing solo cyber safe to us volunteers in clean issue, training to school and all communities, and doing social project in waste management. And now she settles in Dehradun, running project on waste and wild street animal rescue. It was very inspiring. Why? She is woman, and then it is a high-risk project because wild street, nobody cares. And I think the project is no money oriented. How can get money just to take care wild animal. This is the two project that was very inspiring me, and then from this two projects, of course, from other observation and also visit during the program, I found at least 5 core values from India that lead how the social development, social development in India is getting better and better. The first is youth. If we see the case of Anshu Gupta, she was just a university student. Jyoti Hill also, she is still young. So the youth is the key, of course, in as the agent of king of social reform. The second one is voluntarily. How we could ask for others to join without salary, without just only awareness of our social program. And the third is creative. When we see social problems, social like Anshu Gupta, and then we have to think more than twice, many times I think, and then it needs a creative one. So when we are creative, I think we can, we have brilliant idea like Jyoti and Anshu Gupta, how to solve this. And the third, of course, is productive. Only creative, yes, it sometimes solve any problem, but then how to sustain, to make sure that the project will also sustain, so it will be productive. We can pay for the project, for our project, and then the project. And if any projects like what Anshu and Gupta and Jyoti have done, reach as many as people to involve, so it will be a social empowerment in the wide scope. As it felt, this is the lessons from India, the core values that I have been doing to create my own project.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. 3 minutes, okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
I will moderate your presentation.
Yeah, 3 minutes. This is actually the detail of my proposed program. The title is Santriwati Urban Productivity and Waste Apprenticeships. The objective, of course, to raise awareness of Santriwati, women students of Islamic Boarding School, about waste management and to increase their productivity, especially to prepare their skill, because they don't go for university, so after studies they can go for the job market with enough skill. And the activity is
It will be better if we write social productive.
okay.
Go on.
Okay, the activities actually just it is the initial project. So I just only include 3 main activities. The first is for training on waste management to Santriwati, and the second one is Santriwati waste barrier. I am trying to ask voluntarily all Santriwati Indonesia to concerns about the issue of waste, especially in reducing and recycle of waste in Indonesia, since we have also same problem like India. And the third is establishing center of waste management in pesantren or Islamic Boarding School. But pesantren, they have 2,000, 3,000 students. So if they have center like this, they can encourage students to waste the barrier voluntarily or to do more than like what Anshu Gupta and Jyoti have done here. So this is actually the 3 main activities, and the duration is about 10 months, and location in 10 pesantren around Indonesia. This is what I propose in Cilacap, in Kebumen, in Java, in Sumatra, in Sulawesi, in Lombok, in Kalimantan, and even in Papua, because there is pesantren also there in the very east Indonesia. And this is the participants. In the initial project, I am planning to have about 1,000 Santriwati from more than 10 pesantren, mostly traditional or pesantren Salafiyah. Because modern pesantren, sometimes they have program to train their students, but traditional pesantren Salafiyah, no, they just study Islamic teaching, etc. So after graduation, it's difficult for them to get a job. So, but of course, this is an inclusive program. So this is not include Islam student, women of Islamic boarding school, but also additional participant, men santri, non-Muslim participant can include in this, and also, yeah, it will give impact on religious pluralism, religious harmony among students, and then Muslim student and non-Muslim student. And the output in the initial project is knowledge and skill about waste management, use, reuse, and recycle, also known as wastepreneurship. Because it depends on the local potency. For example, in Jakarta, mostly the bottle, the plastic, we can make it handicraft with the training. In other islands like in Kalimantan, in Sumatra, Sumarto Island, there are more and more coconut, peanuts. Coconut also, so we can use the rest of coconut to, something can be sent to the market.
Out of the waste.
Okay, yes.
Product.
And this is the indicator. This is just indicator can be both quantitative and also qualitative. Just to make sure that this program will run well and the successful. I mean, the Satriwati can benefit from this proposed project. I think this is enough. Sorry for the
It's good.
delay. Thank you.
Give him a very big hand. Thank you. I want to moderate this presentation. The actual crux of this presentation is that he has been inspired by two aspects in India. One in social empowerment and second in waste management. And he has made an excellent action plan where in Indonesia you have certain women who are not socially empowered and they are only well versed with Islamic education but they don't get jobs. So people in that society call them social unproductive. So he wants an action plan. He has given a brilliant action plan where at least those what they call as those Santriwadis,
Yes.
they will get empowerment, they will get jobs, and he has given very nice output knowledge, and also he has used both waste management for social empowerment, which is a wonderful idea and wonderful action plan, and we must appreciate him. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for giving out the experiences and why I put Mahatma Gandhi because in my opinion he is the real father of social activism, not only in India but in the world. So he inspired a lot of people in the world. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Now I request Mr. Sharif to come for his presentation and action plan. And let me inform my all, suggest rather my all delegates that you must be very precise with their presentations, and if you go more, you can commit more mistakes. So it's better if we stick to what you have written. Mr. Sharif, please come on and present your presentation. Give him a very big hand.
General, Mr. Suni as the director of the Corpus in India, distinguished Dr. Mansur as the director of this project, Intensive Outreach Program in India. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I would like allow me to present my action plan, the topic about developing of family economic from urban poor communities of Mataram City at West Nusa Tenggara, Indonesia. As introductions, first of all, our program here is community outreach, one of the program in university, because university there are three functions. Firstly, teaching and learning, research and outreach program. That's why our government sent us to India to study about outreach program, how India university employ endorsement to the community. So when we here have been here for 1 month, we have get a lot of experience from classes about knowledge and experience, and from experience something from visiting. But in spite of many experience of communities outreach in India and visiting, I intend to initiate the community to have specific skills, namely Hope University K. I took this plan because when we visit in Islamic University of Science and Technology, we found a big lab about how to make the key. This just way how to improve the economy of community. I think it's very simple for us to employ in the community at this present. Maybe for the next years, maybe plan about the last project. These actions, having seen the importance of developing the family economy, realizing the limited income of poor community, and considering the benefit of having special skill for poor community, I intend to encourage or initiate the conduct and action focusing on special skill of making home food cakes, such as roll cases, brownies cakes, spoon cases, and donut cakes. An action with purpose to create the special skill of poor community in order to enable the family have additional income to support the economic family. And I thought about the most part of community who were the original inhabitant marginalized in some aspect. I mean here the community where I will to join this action. There are some aspects they face some problem like social, economic, education, politics, health, and so forth. In social aspect, they live in a special village. There is not many access. They are from it's very far from the city, so they it's very difficult to access or to get economy from the city. That's why they only get economy from farming of planting some vegetable. Sometimes they as a born, and they cannot get anywhere income. In education, most of the family, especially for the children, they did not get good education. Sometimes only get from primary or senior high school. They didn't consider education because of economic, financial. In politics, because they live in the urban area, but that is not good access, they don't talk about politics, as well as about health. Many of them always sick every time. And house, sometimes they use semi-permanent and rando from the bamboo or single wood or stone, floor of the ground, and house handled together with side by side the pair of animals like cow, horse, and chicken. The rate of dropout of school is high. They didn't take they didn't take good education because they do not have good financial. Their income of raise only 10,000 per day because they got financial or income only sell some vegetable to anywhere. So it's difficult for them to fulfill their daily need. Action plans is community initiative. Initiating the community to develop their economies through making some kind of case which can to be sold to the traditional or supermarket as their family product to additional income. Next one, the change will be okay. My plan, after applying this action plan, we hope family has family has specific skill in making cakes, like roll cakes, brownies cakes, spoon cakes, and donut cakes. And the family has additional income, family economics improvement, family enablement, access of the market. So if they have a skill, they share their engagement.
Great. Go ahead.
Who will carry out this change? I think the women of poor family, because there are a lot of many poor families. I will use purposely technique, so I will choose only for families, poor families. And then the first training I will use to improve about the soft skill, how to make them awareness about economic, and then hard skill training, how to make something. So at the end, they to be a skilled woman. Okay, next, why will action take place and how long? The first action, the action will be held on early of December 2015. 2 days for training and 2 days for independence practice. And then employment guidance. For next 2 months, the participant will have empowerment or guidance how to medicate, so they have independent in making cake, and then the product can sell to the market. Next, resources are needed to carry out this mission. Training, because I don't have training, we invite 2 trainers, so trainers who expert in this specific special case, and the money. Money we can get from the Mora. Mora will prepare some money to as a budget. And the equipment, we have to buy equipment in accordance with our needs, so that the action can be in place. The venue in place. This venue in place, this action plan will be taken at the hall or bungalow at the place, and the action activities. Strategy undertaken. The first strategy, we have dissemination program and identify the action need and potential purpose. Dissemination, we have to, the one way to promote the local government or the government or the lead of the village or the people in this village how to make this program. The second, planning the model, protection, and preparing of program design. It is, you have to make a good plan, how to make a case, and then developing model and program design. In this case, we have to make some module or model to the program, and then we have and monitoring. Action is budget is clear. Detailed description of using the budget allocation and so forth will be provided on the assistant on the condition of this program. Because the Mora will prepare the budget 50,000 previous program. Thank you very much.
And nice action plan, actually is inspired by Islamic University of Technology, production laboratory and manufacturing and production of cakes in IUST Sri Lanka. So he wants to implement this action plan in Indonesia. So he has been very, very nice in presenting his action plan and presentation, and I appreciate it. And only one thing missing in it is that it should be how many participants, like Suratno has mentioned the number. The more specific it will be action plan. Otherwise it is 100% one of the best presentations I have seen. Thank you very much. Now to come here for this presentation, is it Molina? Give her a big hand.
Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My Honorable Mr. Manzur, as the Project Director of SCCO, SCCO, and Dr. Sunil from Prosport, and also Mr. Kosal, Mrs. Ashna, and all my beloved friends that tonight are very happy because this is our last night, and tomorrow we will come back to Indonesia. I'm sorry I will nervous here because maybe I'm the last presenter. Before I present my presentation, have a name of our team in SCCO is 13 Warriors. It's inspired by the West Warrior from Jody. Yeah. I hope Jody inspiring us to develop Indonesia. And also many experiences in India, sadness feeling, happiness feeling, and it enrich our experience. It's very beneficial, useful for us. Okay, I will start to present my presentation about India profile, because in Dehradun we learn a lot about India diversity. India have many multi-ethnic society, pluralistic, multilingual, and also the second world largest country in population. This is the same condition with Indonesia. Indonesia also a diversity country with many islands and many culture, and also the fourth world 10 largest countries in population. And because my background is nursing, so I focus in my nursing program. I inspired by the material that given by you, Mr. Mansur. Thank you very much. Give me a very brief explanation about India, especially about the health in children health. This is the condition of India, children under 5, and this condition is same both in India and in Indonesia. This causes also same. The causes of death in under 5 also same. And this is the health equal situation that I learned also from you, Dr. Mansur. Is India and Indonesia have the same family health care, mother and infant health care, also the improvement of environmental and basic sanitation, improvement of community nutrition, and others. And the very inspiring is about Asha. Asha means hope. Just the same name with Mrs. Asha. Indonesia also have the same Asha that we call Kader. And Kader and Asha is volunteer community, which is aimed to support government in increased health status. This is the activity in Indonesia, and based on that, plan of action adopted from SCCO is to improve the community in early detection of growth and development. I did a preliminary study before I came to India, and we have about 20 cadres in village. So the target is to increase the ability in cadres in my area in South Jakarta. What the purpose is this community service to achieve an increase in the ability of community in early detection and stimulation of growth and development in children. And expected outcomes. I'm sorry, I put this. Okay. This is the logical framework, strategy and action. Planning is designing a model to optimization of family improvement, empowerment, and also the important thing is to train and skill the cadres. Her Asha is also skilled and trained in India. The stakeholder and resources that involved in this program is from the legislation, funding, personnel, and activity. So this is my action plan. I focus in address. And special thanks to, before I ending my presentation, is from the Ministry of Religious Affairs, Prosper Event and Promotion, and also our project director, that very kind, very nice. We have a lot of experience week by week. At this end of week is the very best experience that we have. Hope we have a good relation in the near future with you and also India and Indonesia. Our relation will continue. Thank you very much. This is my
Dear participants and my dear delegates, actually Malina is inspired by our healthcare system, ASHA, which works in community level, and she is being paid by the government for a lot of work, but paid in small remuneration amounts. So it's great. All the participants, I think I have succeeded in teaching you and learning you. All the participants have made me happy and joyous, because all the 3 or 4 or 5 participants who presented over here, they are in their respective fields. I guess they are masters in their subject, especially in social development, especially in educational management and in healthcare system. So I am very happy. Now we are winding the presentation section, and I will like all the participants to come one by one and express their views for 1-2 minutes only. So may I call upon the delegate from Java. Please come one by one, just 1 minute your experience. No, presentation session is over, so I would like to go for verbal session. Whosoever likes to come on the dais, please come to 1-2 words, what he wants to say about the program, about his experience. Masha will translate. You can speak in Indonesian language. And your experience for 1 or 2 minutes. And you can translate.
Thank you for ladies and gentlemen. And here I am to speak in Indonesian language. Selamat malam Bapak Ibu sekalian. Pada kesempatan ini saya akan menyampaikan beberapa pengalaman yang terkait dengan kegiatan SDCO 2015.
Good evening friends, I'm here to share some of my experiences in these 4 weeks days.
Ketika kami hadir di kota pertama di Aligarh, kami merasa apa yang pernah kami impikan untuk bisa hadir di Aligarh Muslim University bisa terkabul, dan kami sempat merasa takjub dengan kondisi universitas tersebut.
When we reached Aligarh on our first city, we experienced the greatness of the university, and what we always dreamed of came true, attending one oldest university.
Banyak materi yang disampaikan ketika kami ada di Aligarh sangat bermanfaat untuk kami dan teman-teman.
A lot of lectures we attended, and they were very useful for us.
Selanjutnya, pekan kedua kami hadir di kota kedua, yaitu di kota Delhi, kota ibu kota negara. Di sana kami juga merasa senang, bahagia, apalagi mendapat kesempatan untuk mengikuti International Summit yang dilakukan selama 2 hari, termasuk juga materi-materi yang kami terima sangat menambah pengalaman kami.
Our second city was Delhi, and there we felt very happy and we learned a lot. We attended one international seminar for 2 days, and there were very useful lectures too.
Pekan ketiga kami hadir di Doradun. Kami ber-13 menempati asrama di University. Materi-materi juga kunjungan lapangan sangat menantang, sehingga pengalaman makin bertambah.
Our third city was Dehradun. We stayed in the university guest house, and the lectures were very good and the site visits were very informative.
Pekan terakhir kami terbang menuju ke Kashmir melalui Srinagar Airport. Alhamdulillah, suasana yang mencekam, penuh kedinginan. Kemudian situasi menegangkan, setiap jengkal ada tentara dengan alat senapannya. Ini membuat teman-teman agak deg-degan, terutama malam pertama dihadiahi oleh dentuman yang saat itu dikira adalah sesuatu yang berbahaya.
Our final city was Srinagar. We landed on Srinagar Airport, and we were welcomed by the extreme cold weather. And 13 of us came here. The view was nice, but we were frightened by seeing a lot of army here and there. And our next day, we were welcomed with the thunder sounds, all the blasting sounds.
Selanjutnya, Longchan nggak pernah lupa, mandi kadang-kadang lupa.
So we never forget our inners, but we never forget to dry our inners.
Terutama yang sudah terbiasa di Kanada dan di Jerman.
Especially those who had experience of cold weather.
Advice, saran dari Mas Hasbel yang sudah lama di Kanada, saya harus selalu pakai ini untuk menghindari gimana? Untuk menghindari kedinginan, oleskan minyak zaitun untuk telinga agar kita aman, kaki sekujur tubuh harus kasih minyak.
A lot of advice was given by our friends, those who had stayed in Canada and Germany, especially Mr. Hasnul, who always reminded me of carrying my muffler together and to use olive oil to cover my ears so that I don't catch cold.
Dan ternyata secara pribadi saya setiap pagi mandi. Menjelang tidur malam hari jam 12 pun saya mandi. Dan kebetulan kamar saya selalu hebat karena selalu tersedia air hangat.
Okay. And I was like, yeah, as I'm very used to of bathing early in the morning and late at night, I did bathe here too, and I was lucky to have heater in my room. So the cold weather didn't stop me from bathing.
Okay, special thanks to Minister of Religious Affairs Republik Indonesia, Prosper Event and Promotion Mr. Somil and team, and then Project Director Mr. Dr. Mansur Ahmad Yito, and tidak lupa Bunda Asa, juga dua yang ada di depan, Mas Ratno dan Mas Hasnul, serta Kiai Wahid, pendamping spiritual saya, Pak Sarim, juru potret, Mas Lalu, penggembira, Mas Fikri, Mas Sopirit, dan tidak lupa Mas Marto. Kemudian yang tidak bisa dilupakan juga ada Mas Sumardi, Mas Puji, kemudian dua Sri Kandi, Mbak Busnur dan Mbak Rina. Gitu, terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you so much.
All right, I will request Mr. Wahid to come and share his experience. Give him a big hand.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alhamdulillah, la haula wala quwwata illa billah, ma ba'du. Tidak berterjemahkan bahasa Arab.
Saya tidak paham.
Ya. Yang kami hormati Mr. Sunil dari Event and Promotion, Direktur Dr. Manjur Ahmad Ibu yang sangat saya hormati, serta kawan-kawan semua dari tim yang diutus oleh Kemenang untuk belajar di India.
Respect to Mr. Sunil, our project director Mr. Manjur, and my dear friends.
Oke. Pertama-tama tentu kami mengucapkan terima kasih yang sebesar-besarnya atas kesempatan hari ini. Selama 1 bulan ini kami bisa berkunjung ke 4 perguruan tinggi besar di India, yaitu di MU, kemudian di Jamiah Millia Islamia, kemudian di Dehradun, di University, dan terakhir di Islamic University of Science and Technology.
I'm very thankful for getting an opportunity to visit Aligarh Muslim University, Jamia Millia University, Dehradun University, and Islamic University of Science and Technology.
Tentu pengalaman ini dari berbagai kuliah yang kami ikuti akan kami terapkan sesuai dengan situasi dan kondisi di perguruan tinggi kami.
In this duration, we have gone through a lot of lectures and many visits. It has taught us many things, and we will practice them in our everyday life.
Dan yang paling penting dari sekian kegiatan yang kami ikuti, ada beberapa visit yang tentu ini juga akan kami terapkan di perguruan tinggi kami, karena visit-visit yang kami lakukan terutama dengan Dr. Manjur Ahmad itu, ini sangat bermanfaat bagi pengembangan di pengembangan pengabdian masyarakat.
During this duration, many visits we have made, and some were really informational, and especially the one we went through with Mr. Manjur, and we will practice them in our daily life. It will be very helpful to us.
Terakhir, kami sangat berterima kasih kepada Ministry of Religion Republik Indonesia dan Agama Republik Indonesia, Prosper Event and Promotion, Project Direktur Dr. Manjur Ahmad itu, dan tentu kami juga berterima kasih kepada semua teman yang telah menjaga kekompakan dalam 1 bulan ini.
We are very thankful to Mora, Dr. Manjur, Prosper, and all the friends, those who have made this program a success.
Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Mr. Wahid. You know, all friends have made me so much happy that I am missing you right now, because the presentation which you are giving, it has made me very happy. And many times, you see, I was little strict with you, only with this purpose that I learn something. But you are masters in it. It is big pride for me. I am very much honored by your presentation, by your every activity. Thank you very much. Now I will like to call upon your fellow delegates. Please come here. Yes. Mr. Puji, please have your good words over here. Thank you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, thank you very much for all the participants. And the first time I would like to give my thanks to the Ministry of Religious Affairs, Republic of Indonesia. This is a big fortune for me that I can join this program. Because you know that it has been a long time I would like to go to India. Yeah. There are 2 places I would like to see. The first is Taj Mahal, the second is Kashmir. And yeah, so I would like to give my big thanks to Mr. Dr. Mansur because he invite us to Kashmir. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, there are two things that I have studied from India society. The first is how about the simple life of Indian people. I see from their life that Indian people is so simple. They like their product. Yeah, I admire so much about this. In each way, I can see Tata. Yeah, in Indonesia, I never see such phenomenon. Yeah. So and then I just know that Kashmir is so beautiful. Yeah. Maybe 3 weeks I'm sometimes feel cold, but when I go to Kashmir, I would like to get more time. Yeah, because you know that there are so many beautiful things that I can see here. So when I send my photo to my wife,
He is jealous.
Yeah, in the first time it is a good news. The second time I might need to save much money because my wife asked me to go to Kashmir.
In the future.
In the future.
yes.
And then there are so many experiences I can't say here because many things I get, but I know that India provides so many things that I can study and I can apply in my hometown in Wonosobo. And then I have planned, Mr. Sunil and Dr. Mansur, that I would like to apply about bird protection. Yeah.
Wildlife protection.
Yeah, wildlife protection. When I saw some birds in Aligarh, I remember my childhood. Because now, it is so impossible in Indonesia to see a bird flying and singing freely. Yeah. So, when I will go home, I will apply to my village. That my village is the first village that protects birds. Okay. I think this that I can say. Thank you very much to all. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Puji, for your lovely words about India and especially Kashmir. I will recommend to Mora all of you again next year again. I will request especially to Director General Mora for all of you to come again for one more program. Now I will request your fellow delegate, kindly Sumani, please come and have your lovely words. Thank you.
Okay, good evening. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Honorable Dr. Mansur, Director of Prospur, Sunil, Yanting, Kausa, Nadif, Sumit, and Miss Asa. I want to make the title of my impression, Spirit from India. We have learned many things from India, from the modern and the tradition. From the modern, we learn from the university. From the university, we can learn many theory and research result, and we can so join in international summit. We learn about all of innovation in India. Many innovation in India, in business, in technology, and so on. And then from the NGO, we can learn about how to empower the community to help India state to solve the problem of India. From example, HESCO, GON, and then Monica Sarma community, and then from the community we can learn about how the beautiful Indian people for culture, character, religion, diversity, interaction, and so on.
And Indian woman.
Although you are very protective for us, so very limit we interact to the people of India. In Delhi, in Aligarh, and then Don, and then Kashmir. So this is about the India. And then we also from your professional and director Asa, Kausa, Samir, Sander, all of beautiful for us.
Thank you.
So thank you for you. Maybe Muslims from India, we can implement in Indonesia. One thing yes about SDG, Sustainability Development Goal. Mindset of Indian people and government and India is one mindset how to fulfill or to gain the sustainability development goal. As my friend Uji said, how India is the paradise of binatang, animal. Paradise of animal. Yeah, Kashmir is paradise of India. Okay. Thank you for Mora, thank you for Prabhu, thank you for Director. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Delegate, I think in the college of on stage.